matchup, Celtics versus Heat.
Good evening, Street Fighter fans. It is time for Stream Team Battle, hosted here at twitch.tv/StackBradford. I'm Andy, and I'm much pleased to join you all once again. And tonight, we have the finale of Stream Team Battle Season 1. Information, previews, and updates on Season 2 will be forthcoming from Stack, so be sure to follow him on Twitter and Twitch for the latest on that. But tonight, we are in for another good one. As you know, Stack has been bringing the heat with some star-studded fight cards, and tonight is no different. To get into tonight's matchups, I'm pleased to welcome Misocrats back to the commentary booth. Good evening, Miso. Welcome, and
Hey.
how are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, thanks so much. I'm glad to be back. We're going to be seeing really two cool teams today. I'm sure you're all excited. I'm sure you know about it. If you guys recognize the two symbols at the top, you'll know exactly who we're going to be seeing today. So we're going to start with Zaferino's team over here on the left, over on my side. We got Zaferino and his Z Warriors. And I'm sure you saw in the little intro who special he's got on his side. And then we have on the other side the dumpster divers. I'm sure you guys know the dumpster. You know who runs that. It's Brian F and his team. So it's going to be sick. These are really two good streamers. Please check out their stuff. I'm sure you're here from their streams, excited to see them play. And all of you guys participating, you know the people in their streams. So it's going to be really, really cool. I'm excited for that. So yeah, how you feeling about this, Andy? This is sick, right?
I'm pumped. I think this could be one of the best yet. I mean, I feel like Conan O'Brien telling you guys, I have a good show for you tonight, I promise. But it really is every week. I feel like the lineups are awesome, and it's so much fun. So I'm super pumped for this.
For sure.
So I think next we're going to have a look at the rules for Stream Team Battle. The point system of Stream Team Battle is pretty simple. Every game of each set is worth one single point, and you also get an extra point if you happen to finish a round with a perfect. So that is an extra incentive to keep up the aggression if it looks like you could get a perfect. That could be huge. Also, teams may spend a point of their team's total to change characters in between matches if they choose to do so. Also, a big feature of Stream Team Battle is the critical division. It is the comeback mechanic of Stream Team Battle. During the exhibition in Divisions 1 or Omega, if you sweep your opponent 5-0, your team will earn a glass ram. It'll appear on the scorecard next to their names. And if you earn that glass ram, that means that if your team happens to be losing at the end of the exhibition, we will engage the critical division, in which a randomly selected division will be picked, Divisions 1 through Omega, to compete for a first to five worth 2 points each. So each game will be worth 2 points at that point, and it is a chance for the losing team to come back. Also, if both teams happen to earn a ram, so if one team earns a ram in Division 1, the other team earns a ram in Omega, the two rams nullify each other, and the leader at the end of the exhibition is the winner, and that is it. Also, a critical division will engage if the score is simply tied at the end, regardless of any glass rams earned.
So we're going to go right into the scorecard. We're going to see exactly who is on each team. So starting on the left, we're going to see Zaferino's team and the Z Warriors. So we're going to start at Division 5 all the way to the top. We've got Yeety playing Honda, right? And then we've got Yinny below him in the Gold Leagues, Division 4. It's going to be running Abigail. We got Dr. Zero with Nick Hawley. It's going to be a pretty cool character. It's like, he's one of those characters you don't get to see a lot, so it's actually kind of cool to see that. Then we got Nelbong himself, for sure. It's going to be cool, him in the league. Below that, really strong Balrog player. You got to watch out for him. And then I'm sure you know the previous Capcom Cup champ, iDom, is going to be leading the charge over here for Zaferino's team. It's going to be really cool to see iDom playing. I'm sure you all well know he's going to be running his poison, patented poison. We're going to see that. And then, of course, the Omega Division, the man himself, Zaferino. We're going to see him running that Sagat. You know, we all know we like Sagat. We all know you love seeing Sagat play. So, you know, that's what you're here for. Then on the right side, we got the dumpster divers. We got everyone right straight from the trash. We got Jay Dizzle running over here with Urian, and the Silver League's going to go up against Deity. Then below that, we've got Rel. He's also running Urian. So we're going to see that match up against Abigail Abigail in the gold leagues here. Then we've got below that, we've got Dimitri running that sick Kage. I don't know if you guys seen him around, but he's I see him a lot in a lot of streams. I see you, Dimitri. Pretty good. Pretty damn good Kage player. Then we got just Pokey using Fall. That's a rare character that you don't see too much. It's gonna be really cool. Amazing Fall player. You guys are gonna be excited to see that. And then we got my homie Brutus. Canadians. Let's go. We got Brutus running with his Abigail. He's gonna run that against iDom. These two have played each other a lot. I'm sure. I don't know if you've seen it, but they do play each other quite a bit. So it's gonna be fun to see that. But I haven't seen too much of their Poison versus Abigail. So this is gonna be new. It's gonna be cool. And then at the top, of course, the dumpster divers. We got Brian F himself running that new buffed Balrog. It's time. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So yeah, we're gonna go right into the lobby.
Yeah, I'm pumped too. And I think we have a really good mix of characters this time. We have hard hitters, we have a couple of zoners. Like Ryu, what's that about? Let's get some Abigail and hit zoning with some poison and some fog. I think this is going to be really interesting to watch. I'm pumped.
Yeah, it's a nice mix of characters that everybody's got. Everyone has their own specialty, so it's going to be really cool to see. But we're going to be starting off here with Honda versus Urian. So this is quite a matchup. Yeety with the Honda and Jay Dizzle over here with Urian. So this is going to be a cool matchup to see for sure.
I think it will be. I talked to these guys a little bit during the week, and Yeety just picked up Honda about a month or so ago after bouncing around different characters, and he actually tried out Honda in Street Fighter 4 and really dug Headbutt and Hands. He thought it was a great combination, so he's picking up on 5, and here we are.
Here we are. We're going to start round 1 fight. Let's go. We're going to start off our stream team battle right here with these two headbutts, letting them fly. Like you just said, actually. The Street Fighter 4 strat's kicking in already.
Willing to hold down back and keep that charge.
He's going to already. They both have charge, so it's going to be pretty cool to see if they're both recognizing if they've got the charge, but it's going to be a lot of down backing from both of them because they both are using charge moves here, so. Ooh, he busted out already. Nah, I like that. Oh, the command grab missed though, unfortunately. He got hit by the jab. Oh, he woke up with his reversal. Yeah, no, I like it. I like this. We're starting off spicy.
We are. And I feel like with charge characters too. Oh, here we go. Look at that.
Another one. What? They're just hitting reversals. Nah, this is okay. This is how we're starting. Oh,
there we go.
Nice to V trigger.
Striking first in this chess match.
This is chess, not checkers. All right, guys. Nah, so you have to establish a dominance early. Early, and they're like, you know what? I know I have a form of EX reversal. I'm sending it.
Absolutely. You can see Yeety probably willing to throw out different versions of Headbutt and see if Jay Dizzle is, wary of frame data and or how to punish them. No punish there on the EX.
That was actually, he went for the right thing, honestly, but it was like he didn't realize the range that Honda actually is going back after the EX headbutt. It's actually, you actually kind of have to lab Honda's headbutts, even the EX one, which is like really punishable. But then if you throw out your button and it just misses, you're like, wait, hold on. Oh,
also,
nice damage here.
I'm enjoying seeing these guys go on offense too, because I feel like at lower levels with charge characters, it can go the other way where you end up pulling down back a lot, but these guys are not about that.
Here's a V-trigger. I don't know if he's gonna capitalize. Oh, and then Honda's coming with his own V-trigger. Throw him to the corner. Time to gas.
There we go.
Yeety's gonna be taking the first game right here for the Z Warriors.
That is 1-0 Z Warriors. Great start, and really a lot of good offense in that game, so I think Jay Dizzle will be able to figure something else out, figure something out here. But that is a strong first game for Yeety.
I think it was a good game. You could see that he clearly has the Honda, the combos down. He has the pressure down. He knows he's throwing these headbutts. He's spacing them, and even though he's throwing out the EX ones, he's still mixing in all the other headbutts at tricky timings that he just Jay Dizzle's getting hit.
Yeah.
Nice, Jay Dizzle's trying to get in, push himself into the corner. Oh, but the EX headbutt is actually going to get Honda out. Now he's reversed the tides. Oh no, he's back in the corner, and what are we going to do here? Nice back throw. That was great, putting him in the corner. Now he's going to keep up the pressure. He's got the throw loops going. Oh, he threw him out of his EX reversal. V-trigger activate. He has to be careful about the command grab. At any point, he could be put back into the corner.
I like the space. Oh, look at that.
Great headbutt. Okay, time to gas. No! He said no! He said no! I'm not guessing. He's like, throw or strike? I don't care either way. I'm sending a headbutt. You're not making me guess 50-50. You got to take into account I got a reversal. Nice.
Yeah, and it's good to keep throwing out that reversal too. If you're committed to showing it as part of your arsenal, you got to keep throwing it out there once in a while. Make them think about it.
It's true too, because Honda, sometimes you kind of forget he has that, because while it's not wholly invincible, you can technically melee it, because I think the armor starts only on frame. Oh, he got headbutt, but it was blocked. This isn't looking too good. Oh, but he's got a clean jump in. Pressure, Oki. Corner, nice throw. This is going to be guessed right here. Oh!
There we go.
Clipped him with the low forward. Okay, let's go, Jay Dizzle. Let's go, Jay Dizzle. Let's bring it back.
Not showing fear of the EX there. I also thought he showed good patience there at the beginning of the round. I feel like you need to show more patience against Honda in general, because he can be so hard to hit, but often if you just block, you'll end up finding some kind of opening.
Yeah, especially because you have to kind of hear the sound of the different headbutts. Oh, that was a really cheeky command grab. I like that. Now he's got Oki in the front. Oh, but he just said nope. He's like, you know what? I'm using your strat. Fight it out, like you said. Yeah, no. Do not want to guess here that command grab out of the corner. But Yeezy's actually doing a really good job of keeping Jay Dizzle in the corner with the headbutts and the pressure, hands pressure.
Yes, it's tough.
He's finding himself a lot in the corner because Honda's forward-moving attacks. Oh, there's Aegis, but he said
no.
no.
Way to get out of it.
He said no. Oh, he said it. They're going off. They don't care. They're like, no. Yeah. Oh, nice Aegis. Okay, he's gonna get pressure. Nice throw. We're gonna get
another one.
I can't. You know what? I can't even tell when Yeedy is going to do them. Those are actually good now. I was like jokes, but these are actually good. I can't tell when he's gonna do them.
Yeah, you know, in a situation like that, Jay Dizzle didn't have V-trigger bar full. He didn't have a lot of other bar resources. Yeedy most likely was not going to die off of a simple punish. So really not a bad time to bust that out when you know your opponent is pressing for that comeback.
That's true. And then it was enough just to kill. So we're going to be Yeedy up 2 here. So this is first to 3. Remember, this is in fact first to 3. So Yeedy's on his match point here.
So frustrating as Jay Dizzle getting hit with those headbutts when you're just trying to get anything going.
Oh, you read the fireball, got a clean jump in. Good punish. Oh! Jay Dizzle's gonna try and take these back with these throws. What?
Wow.
He screwed that far!
I think he was looking for a reversal there potentially.
Honda's command throw range on EX, that looked pretty far to me. I don't think his regular throws. Oh no! That didn't kill. Nice. Okay, he's gonna V-trigger, so this is it.
There
yes,
it is.
Command grab, cancel. Like, honestly, when Honda has his V-trigger, that's all I look for. That's all I look for. They could be dashing in my face, and they would get it off, because I'm only looking for
I'm jumping back.
For sure. It's like, no, I do not want to die here like this.
So it is match point here, set point for Yeedy. A round, we'll finish this thing.
Going in with the butt slams now.
Ooh. Dash. And see, what a good time to bring out something like that. When you can tell Jay Dizzle is playing with more patience and just doesn't want to get headbutted, go for the dash.
Exactly that, and the EX command grab, it does a big chunk of damage, but Jay Dizzle, oh, they're trading throws. Oh, and then,
Here we go. No. The round has begun now.
Oh, now they're trading.
Seconds in.
Okay, this is the V-trigger. Gotta watch for it. Nice V-shift. I actually kind of like that idea, because if he did, like, hands.
Oh, no reaction there from Jay Dizzle.
He wasn't ready. Oh,
this might be it.
Oh, no! He's gonna sweep him.
Oh, Yeedy with the 3-0 sweep. Good job for Yeedy. That was good stuff. I mean, I feel for Jay Dizzle, anybody that's gone against Honda. That's just how it is sometimes against Honda.
It's definitely tough fighting Honda, especially like Yeedy actually had the Honda down. I'm not gonna lie. He actually knew, like you said, when he did the dash up command grab, it was like, yeah, he noticed he was being passive, and he's like, this is the time. Plus, I have a command grab, don't forget. And he ended up taking that set clean and putting the Z Warriors up 3-0 against the dumpster divers.
Oh, so good stuff to them. Z Warriors on the board early 3-0. I feel like this is kind of a common storyline in past Stream Team battles. We've seen one team jump up to a good lead, but the other team usually ends up coming back. So I wouldn't be surprised if we did have something like that happen. So next, to just give ourselves a little breather from EX reversals, we're going to take a gander at the format video. So you guys check it out, and we'll be back in just a minute. Hello everyone, Expanding Man here, commentator for Stream Team Battle, and I'm going to go over the Stream Team Battle format and point system. Stream Team Battle is a 5-on-5 team exhibition. Each team is led by a streamer, and the players are chosen from their community, The exhibition is split into 5 separate ranked divisions. Division 5 is bronze to silver. Division 4 is super silver to super gold. Division 3 is ultra gold to ultra platinum. Division 2 is diamond to master. And Division 1 is grandmaster and above. These teams are comprised of 1 player from each of these 5 divisions. Divisions 5 through 2 are first to 3, while Division 1 is first to 5. Now with that covered, let's move on to the point system. The general point system of Stream Team Battle is simple. Each game of each set is worth 1 point, and the team with the most points at the end wins. But unlike a normal tournament, this continual point per game format means that a player can still contribute to their team's performance if they don't win their set. For example, if you lose your set 3-2, your team still earns 2 points. Additionally, if a player wins a round with a perfect, their team is granted an extra point. Lastly, if a player decides they would like to switch characters at any point in between games, they can spend one of their team's points to change their character. Now, there is one last thing. As you can see in the scorecard, there are icons of rams appearing next to the last 2 divisions. These are called glass rams. If one of the players in these divisions earns a 3-0 or 5-0 victory over their opponent, their ram will light up. This means that if their team is losing at the end of the exhibition, they're granted a last chance, randomly selected set in the critical division. The division that competes in the critical division set is decided by spinning a wheel containing all 5 divisions. To increase the stakes, the critical division set is a first to 5 worth 2 points per game. However, if the winning team also earned themselves a glass ram during the exhibition, the 2 rams collide and shatter into oblivion, nullifying the critical division set, and the exhibition is over. Additionally, a critical division set also occurs in the event of a tie, regardless of any glass rams earned. If the exhibition is still tied at the end of the critical division set, the 2 critical division opponents will play 1 additional game to decide which team wins the exhibition. With the caliber of players invited to Stream Team Battle increasing, we have instituted the Omega Division. Here, the coaches themselves partake in the action in an additional first to 5 set, turning the event into a 6-on-6 exhibition. The rules and point system stay the same, while the ability to earn a ram is moved up to Divisions 1 and Omega. We are very excited at the amount of potential in this format and are eager to see the teams that we can bring together. If you're interested in creating or joining a team, then take a moment to fill out the Stream Team Battle application in the description below or by typing !STB into the Stack Bradford Twitch chat. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the future.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Get a little bit of rundown about how it works. So we're gonna go right back into it. We have Division 4 coming up right now with Yinny on the side of Zaferino's team, and we got Rel on the side of the Dumpster Divers with Brian F. So we're gonna go see Abigail versus Urian in just a minute. So I hope you guys are excited for that. And you know, it's gonna be a really good set, just like the last one. We're gonna see Urian again, and we're gonna see Abigail. So it's gonna be 2 also explosive characters, just like the last set. So it's gonna be pretty good. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Yeah, no, I guess I talked to these guys also a little bit during the week. Yinny, he recently got going with Abigail. He said he tried him out because he thought Abigail was low effort and easy points. Anybody that's been watching Stack stream lately, that might sound a little familiar. But after trying him out, he realized how tactical he is, and if you're trying to play him legitimately, that you do have to use his moves with care. So I'm excited to see, Super Gold Abigail that's been working on, playing it with good tactics like that. I'm pretty intrigued to see the gameplay here.
Yeah, I respect Abigail players because they do not downplay. I'll give them that. They know their character's good, and then they just leave it at that. They're like, yeah, Abigail's pretty sick. I respect it. Same thing with Urians. They love it. So we're gonna go right into it. Yinny versus Rel. Urian versus Abigail. Let's get it. This is gonna be starting with these 2 crazy characters. I think they're taking it slow. Okay,
yeah, right.
But it was actually pretty slow to start. I was expecting more wild movement right from the beginning.
I think they respect the wildness of each other's character, I'd say.
Yeah, that's actually true, right? When 2 unstoppable forces mix, it's kind of like a standstill, right?
It is.
Oh, actually, he did the jab anti-air, I think, but there was a trade. Abigail has to change how he anti-airs and use the parries or the slow crouch fears.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going for the headbutt off the gate. He'll establish dominance early. I like it. Nice counter hit conversion. That was pretty good. He was able to
dash up working. Oh, neutral jump. And the stun. Wow, I didn't think that was stun.
That was quick stun. On Abigail, too, of all characters? Time to guess. This is crazy overhead to close it out.
It's like maybe he jumped. I thought he was standing. Maybe he was jumping. But either way, That is round one for Rel after playing so patiently. I think it's fun to see that, though. See them feel out their opponent and have a comeback like that. That was a good job by Rel.
That was a dominant round, honestly. Yeah, he did such a great job. So we're going to see how maybe if Unity can adapt, see if he can get his gameplay off. Clean jump in by Rel. He was not ready because Abigail's jump-ins are, see, he has to change that because it's actually difficult. While it worked there, maybe that's why Rel's jump-ins have been also more effective. Abigail's anti-airs are slow aside from the jab, but the universal nerf to jabs make it difficult for Abigail to anti-air now.
You do see Yini going with V-Trigger 2 also for Abigail, which is that charge move that gets a lot of mileage at lower levels. I'll be excited to see that one come out.
Oh, the cheeky, the Urian player? Yeah, he went in for it. I respect it.
Imagine my surprise.
You're like, Urian player did that right off the gate. All right, all right. They're still playing it slow. Yeah, exactly. They're still playing it slow. I respect this.
Absolutely.
Rel's busting out, but at perfect time. So it's like, I'm just, oh no.
Oh, he blocked the first hit.
Yeah, but not the second. There were two overheads there.
A little anxious to punish that.
He was too ready. That's what happened. He was actually too ready to punish it. Okay, so Abigail has his V trigger. There it is. We knew it was coming.
We can't get a timeout on Abigail Urian.
There's no way. The Aegis is going to show up. He's in the Metro charge. Oh, there we go. Low forward activate. Here we go. What's the mix? Oh, no, he dropped it. It's okay. He still has a second mirror.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the drop again. Oh, is he going to be able to kill? Will this kill? Oh! All right. All right, Yini. Capitalizing off the opponent's mistakes. You should have killed me when you had the chance. Can't let Abigail live when he's got the trigger. Any hit just does too much damage.
It does. It's quite something. But hey, it's fun for us to watch.
Oh, see the trade on it. Yeah, it's because the nerf. Like, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't have even traded before, and Abigail to straight one. Oh, I like Yini's actually going for a lot of low forward confirms. I respect that a lot. Because Abigail's low forward goes way too far. Nice combo here is going to go into the Oki. Yes, exactly. Now you have to guess now. Oh, and he guessed right!
Nice bait.
Wow.
Yini finishing this off, I imagine. Yep.
That was great. He set that offensive sequence up really well. He did the nice combo, and then he command grabbed him because he knew it would lead into a guesser game situation, and then he baited the uppercut knowing that he put him in that spot, and he's like, he'll probably uppercut here. He's afraid. That was super good by Yini. He's gonna take the first game for the Z Warriors.
Yeah, that was impressive. And like you said, Z Warriors up 4-0. Quite a lead now.
Yeah, they're actually establishing an early lead, which is obviously extremely good because I feel like it takes pressure off the rest of your teammates. But at the same time, we've had this happen a lot of times on Stream Team Battle where that's happened. And then eventually it just ties up.
Yeah.
So it's not over or not even close for the Dumpster Divers. They still can clearly make this strong comeback.
Absolutely. I feel like we're seeing a good understanding of the game from Yini. You know, this isn't just a guy that bought Street Fighter V and clicked on Abigail and got to gold. He's played a lot of different characters. You can tell he understands the game well, and you know what he said about finding ways to place his attacks. He kind of knows what he's doing here.
Yeah, you can see it a lot. His spacing is really good. He's going for a lot of amazing confirms. He's doing his offensive sequences right, and he's taking his time doing it. Rel established a dominance early, but you can see that Yini is just still calm. Oh no, he got the jump in. I think he went for the jab there, like we said, and unfortunately, it's bad habits, right? Oh, that didn't work. Big whip punish
opportunity, but oh, here we go.
I think what happened there is he did the sweep to activate, but it only cancels off the first hit. So he didn't actually hit him with the first hit of the slide, the rolling slide. So then he couldn't cancel the V trigger. So it seemed like he just slid, and then unfortunately, Rel was able to close it out for him, but we're gonna go into this next round. The problem is Rel's walking himself into the corner, but okay, that's really good that he did the EX tackle out. Get him some space. He needs to really take advantage of the neutral here because Rel's walking back because he understands Abigail's buttons are so far. So he's trying to walk out of the range, but then Yini is just going in.
Sorry, I think I had lost connection there for just a moment, but I am back.
All right. Welcome back. Things happen. Internet.
Appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, nice counter hit on the overhead. Oh, this is looking bad. Okay, nice throw break. That would have been kind of a bad throw to take, honestly, because you'd be back in the corner. But Rel is backing off.
Yeah, he's adjusted so well, and now he's got a good life lead here.
Oh, he did it after the V reversal. EX headbutt, overhead was blocked. This is it. Natural charge. Big damage. Oki, command grab. Time to guess. You have to guess here. It's scary. Oh, he just sensed it, but they both missed. What? Nice read.
Nice read. Nice read.
There we go.
Nice.
Good stuff, Rel.
Team Brian F enjoying
I
that
actually
one.
don't
Getting on the
think that PX
board.
grab reaches. But yeah,
Or pardon me, no, them coming back. It is
That
now.
was-
4-1.
Okay, so this is what you need. You need this momentum. You need this for your team. When you get hype, when your team gets that first point on the board, it is a power up. I don't care what anybody says. This is real. You get a power up, and let's see. I want to see Rel. I want to see Rel do some damage. Let's do it for the dumpster divers. We're gonna start slow, just like usual. Now he's going to fireball zoning, which is I respect this because before he was just backing himself off, but like using the fireballs to kind of get Yini to have to do something other than walking forward, right?
Yeah, and even causing some trepidation here. He's able to dash up and get some pressure going.
He's getting in with these overheads, the roundhouses. He's the charge roundhouse, so he's getting a full combo off of them. And nice, being prepared with these jump-ins because he's seeing that Yini's having trouble.
Abigail just jumped. Oh, that is.
Oh, he's doing the jump strats. He's got it. He knows. He saw that.
Oh, you've got him figured out now.
Perfect. Let's go.
There we
Let's
go.
go, Rel.
This is the perfect balance. Yeah. Neutral, dash here, jump there. Yeah, he's getting schmozzed.
Your team, Brian F, pumped about this one. They feel like they got the momentum, and I think they do. I would dare agree here.
That's what I'm saying. When you get that first game for your team, everyone gets pumped. Because normally you're like, it's okay, right? But then when you get that first game, you're like, oh, nah, right? You get into it, and then you get powered up. You hear that from your teammates, I'm telling you. It's a real buff.
Also, Rel cited a lot of support from Brian F, helping him level up in the game. And I think you can see it here. You can feel the relationship, getting the coaching and getting the momentum going. Because you could tell in that first game he was trying to figure some stuff out, and he's got it going now.
Yeah, he at first, his very first round, he was dominant, but then he let that game slip. But then, he's making adjustments, and he's working out. Nice jump in. See, he's doing that. He knows he's having trouble with the anti-air. So his jump ins are more effective.
And if you look at the spacing, he's controlling spacing so much more, moving back and forth. Look at that.
There we go, closing it out with the EX tackle, these sudden bursts of attack. See, the EX tackles are becoming more effective too because he's walking back and Yini is wanting to get in, but because he's walking himself back, he feels like, oh, he's walking himself to the corner, I can keep doing this. But the sudden EX tackles, unreactable pretty much. I'm sorry, they kind of are. And then, it's just, you're getting clipped. And that was a great way to close out the round.
It really was. And Yini is in this kind of, I feel like, trepid state where he's not doing a lot at the moment. I think he's, he feels the momentum of Rel and is maybe at a loss of exactly what to do at this point.
Because maybe he feels that the very first round he did well, and all he needs to do was confirm.
Yeah.
Keep jumping.
The jumping strat is working.
Gotta remember,
to be fair.
they eat garbage for a
It really
living.
is.
Yeah, bro. They live there.
Oh no, he missed that jump fear, so it didn't connect to his other button. Nice veer reversal. He does not want to hold this pressure from Urian.
And push him back in the corner.
They don't want, I expect it because he doesn't want to stay in the corner. So if you get the knockdown. Oh, nice punish on the sweep. No, you have to guess. He's guessing wrong on the jump in. The command grab, I mean. He jumped.
Oh, he stuffed the headbutt.
Yini really good at keeping the corner.
Yes, this is good. It's a good momentum shift. Yini needs this.
Oh, he's getting away with these cheeky dashes. It's definitely difficult, especially with Abigail's slower buttons. Oh, he can combo. Perfect punish by Rel. Watch out for Aegis. Here it comes.
Got it. Tries.
Oh, that was a tricky one. Abigail's so
good.
big, it's hard to tell. Whoa.
It is.
Nice defense by Yini. He's still in this.
And he's got super.
If he's able to confirm it, he can do like a low forward. Oh, he's trying to clip him. Perfect anti-air!
Anti-air juggle.
Using the crouch fierce at the perfect timing. Yini's adapting. I like to see it.
That was good. Good awareness and knowing that you can finish off the round. Excellent.
He's staying alive here. Oh, actually, that was an amazing EX run. Unfortunately, he was just a little too far away to be able to punish it. Oh, the counter hit conversions. Let's go. Ooh,
The
rock
armor.
up with that. Tired
Missed
of
it
your
out.
overheads.
Let's go.
Taking a page out of the Yini book. Armor move auto makeup.
Those armor moves. Gotta love him. At least when you're watching.
I know. You're playing against it. You're like, not again.
Good job by Rel, stuffing those slower moves of Abigail.
Using those really cheeky EX tackles to get some extra damage here and there. Oh no, he was too far to be able to activate off of it again. This isn't looking good. This isn't looking good. He's back to the corner. If he's able to activate, he could turn the tides.
Let Yini do something. Let him do an armor move. Let him do a sweep. Let him do something. You know, right? In this situation, I feel for Rel, I think this is the right way to go. Even backing up, I feel like is fine. Here we go.
Oh, he was able to get the jump in and then mix him up on the landing. So this is going to be a match point for Rel. If he takes this, he's going to take it for the dumpster divers. Yini has to find something to do here. He has to get his momentum started again.
He does, but this would be big for the dumpster divers as well. They're down 4-2. Getting this game right here would be huge, shutting down the set.
Nice. The confirm of the low forward. Oh, he clipped his dash. There we go, confirmed. Scary. Oh
Hey.
no! I think he missed his meaty and he got thrown.
Yeah,
Oh,
those
no,
gaps
the
in
dash
pressure.
there.
You can't have gaps like that in Street Fighter V. It's killer.
Oh, he's going into the Aegis. Oh, this is commanding. Let's see how he's gonna use this. Puts him into the corner. Nice
Comeback.
V-break.
It's all
That was
good,
really
man.
good.
Are.
Oh, but
It's all
he
good.
still
Yep,
has
let's
to pull
go.
the mirror. They can both do this. None of them have V-trigger left, but they're both strong enough characters that they can actually, they're pretty close from just one clean hit into a guess. It's gonna be scary either way.
I do like the mobility, sliding back, just to see what Rel does.
Nice check. See, Rel is being, oh, that was amazing!
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
No.
Rel can't afford to dash like he was because he could just run into a crouch jab. Oh,
That was supposed to be V shit.
oh no! This is really out of the wire! The V-break! Oh.
I'm better. I'm better.
No.
Oh my gosh, Yini, staying alive. Excellent go.
That was nice. That was down to the wire. That was stressful.
That was. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go to the final game of this set, tied 2-2.
Yo, down to the wire. No, I love this. Let's go. Let's go.
This
I
is
don't even
awesome.
know. I don't even know who I want to win. I was like, no, I always want people to come back, but now I'm just like, they're both just feeling like they came from comeback. So it's either way. This is gonna be sick. I can't wait to see who's gonna take it. It's actually
Okay.
so down to the wire.
Oh yeah, they both got plenty going. Just with the team with the ball last wins sometimes.
Rel is turning up the aggression. He is turning it up. I respect a change in pace, right? But Yini is sticking tried and true. Oh, we're gonna see who's gonna crack first. Oh no, that cheap jump anti-Abigail. It's so hard to hit. Oh, nice conversion. He's gonna be
Yep.
able to. Oh, I don't think this gives him Oki actually. I thought it did. EX Punches does not give him Oki,
Yeah.
but.
I also
Here we
like
go.
Rel's chances. I feel like Rel is doing a little bit better with dashes and walking. Yini's relying a bit more on jumping and forward-moving moves, not so much walking. So I feel like if Rel can avoid random hits, he has a good chance to come back here.
Oh, but the really clean jump in. Gonna do some damage into the Aegis. Oh, the combo dropped, but he still gets to throw into the mirror.
Taking these throws. Let's go.
There it
The
is,
second
Borges.
mirror. Oh, the jab into the Abigail punches. Pushing him to the corner. Flipping
That
his
was well
way,
spaced.
keeping him there. That was really good.
It was well spaced.
Keeping the pressure on, keep him in this corner.
Oh, it's
the
another jumping.
jab. Oh no, the nerve.
Exactly.
Let's go! Let's go, Rel!
You randomly jump, you can't handle it. Yeah, exactly. Let's
Dude,
go.
they are feeling it, and they're within one round of closing out the set point for Rel and the dumpster divers.
This is looking dangerous. We're gonna see how, oh, nice! He actually did a preemptive crouch fierce. Oh, he blocked the
Oh.
headbutt going for the punish.
I respect it because it wasn't exactly a pressure situation where you might expect that reversal, so I don't think it was bad to throw it out. You just blocked. Oh, look at that.
Into stun. He's gonna take this round.
Eating
no!
Oh no!
Perfect V break. Here we go. Wow!
Yeah,
Bam!
Yes, sir!
Wow. We are all the way down. Set point, both players, both teams. Let's go.
This is so close. Oh, Rel turning up
love
the
it.
aggression. Turning
I
up
love
the
it.
aggression. Let's go. I respect Yini throwing out the crouch fierces in that, like, just as a poke, because even if he blocks it, it's fine, but then if he also jumps, it will clip him. So it's actually smart to start throwing them out because he's noticing Rel has been jumping more. These changes to Abigail, well, it's not just Abigail, it's universal, but it affects Abigail a lot. There we go. We'll take trades.
Here we go.
Clean headbutt.
He's in there. Look at Rel.
Ooh, that counter hit conversion, putting Abigail in the corner. Perfect V reversal. Oh, he whipped his own V reversal.
Oh, the patience, the standoff.
We're gonna see. Oh, but he's going to fireball zoning. He's got the V skill up, the charge. He'll dash in behind it.
I like it. He hasn't done much of this yet. It might throw you off or cause some trepidation here.
For sure, because Urian, he's been playing him in different ways, so many different rounds. So like going with the fireball zoning, I think it's smart to do that. Like, pull that card out again.
Oh, look at Rel. Big jump in.
Yep.
Oh,
Nice.
Let's go, Rel.
What a comeback by Rel. Wait, nice adjustment.
Love it, Rel.
That was awesome.
Good shit, Rel. Good shit.
that was.
Fucking go, yeah, man. I mean, you had the strategy from the beginning for
Dude, that
sure. I
was
mean, just
excellent.
you
Team
felt the
Brian
flow
F
of the
feeling it
match.
right now, as they
I
should
like that
be.
you went back to zoning a little bit. That was the one thing that was missing.
That was really good. I really
was-
like that he noticed that the jump-ins are something that Abigail really has to change with this new season, because it's something that a lot of characters that had the stand jabs or stand light kicks or whatever their light button was at anti-air, they have to actually adjust to that now. And it's you see with Chun-Li, you see with Dawson, you see with Abigail, even Zangief. I mean, you have options, but when your other options are weaker, it's tough to break the habit, especially because it was so easy, so effective, and it covered most jumps. But Rel noticed that and was able to take the whole set because of just that one thing he noticed. He's like, I can jump at Abigail. I can jump at him.
Absolutely. And whether it was lack of control of anti-airs, also you noticed Yini kind of relying on farther reaching, slower moves. And I think he was simply getting caught sometimes in the startup of those slower moves or being jumped over, whether it was a running thing or kind of the dash punch. He was eating too many of those. And it was, like you said, good for Rel being able to recognize that and take advantage. So excellent adjustments.
All right, so right next, after these two, we're going to have Dr. Zero over here in the next division, the Platinum Nikali, and in the other Platinum side, we have Dimitri over for the Dumpster Divers. So we're going to look at their actually win percentage against CFN. Dr. Zero actually has a 60% win rate against Kage's. So maybe he's really used to this matchup. That's a pretty good win rate. And we got Dimitri here at the 52%. That's still, it's a bit lower, but they're still close enough that, you know, this could still be anybody's game in terms of their matchup history.
Yeah, I'm excited for this one. These guys have both been improving quite a bit. So Dr. Zero said he's a regular at Sajam's Hoop Cup. He recently got top 8, so he's been coming up. He recently switched from Alex to Nikali. Actually, it was actually a couple years ago. He was at Combo Breaker and saw Machabo playing in top 8 and was inspired to switch to Nikali. So he's playing Nikali. So I thought that was a pretty cool story. So, you know, it's fun when the players have the extra connection like that. And D Meech also, I hear that the D may stand for Daigo.
Ooh.
That's what I hear. He's affectionately known as Daigo Meech. He just last year he went from bronze to super platinum. So this is a guy that's been putting in work and coming up big time. And he loves the Kage combos, the whole aesthetic. He's into that. So I think this is super fun. I'm really excited to see these guys go at it.
Yeah, this would be cool to see. I like both of their stories here. And I think, you know, looking at Machabo and getting inspired, I think that's the right Nikali player to watch if you're going to get inspired by one of them, right? And then I want to see this Daigo tech. I want to see this Daigo tech from Team
I agree.
We'll go right into it. We're going to see these two duke it out. Nikali versus Kage. I actually don't know how this matchup is. Actually, it's kind of strange. I think this might be pretty decent for Kage because Kage usually struggles in neutral against probably 90% of the cast because his buttons are pretty stubby, but so are Nikali's. So I actually think this is pretty good for Kage in terms of, not that he'll beat him, but wow, he made it really clean. Yeah.
Drop there, but he's still got a huge life lead.
Dimitri really took that round quickly.
Did establish dominance in the battle of the demon-looking Street Fighter characters. You gotta establish that dominance early. You can't be passive.
And Dr. Zero here running V Trigger 1, which has been changed. It's actually 2 bars, so it runs out in Nikali. So this will be cool to see.
Oh, that's right. Big change for him.
Yeah, he got the side switch out of the jump in. That was really good. Max damage, keeping up pressure. Nikali's V Trigger activating. This one does run out, but he's able to get 2 now, which is really, really cool. He's
it
at
runs
high
out pretty
enough health.
quickly too.
Yeah, that's the thing that makes it good. Oh, counter hit conversion, getting him in the corner, time to guess. Oh, perfect read on the uppercut.
Yes. I respect it though.
Yeah,
You
it
really
was-
want to, you know, a reversal is a reversal more than just in a technical sense. You're trying to reverse your opponent's momentum, so I don't think it's a bad time to throw it out.
it definitely was not. He just about Dr. Zero's had a good read on it, and look at the uppercut game. Oh no, he messed it up there. I think he actually already hit roundhouse, so he kind of got smoked there. Now it's Kage the pressure. Both of these the characters, if they corner you, it's actually a nightmare. It's a nightmare.
Oh, it's such good conversion to do off that crush counter.
He perfectly blocked the overhead. Now he's got his V trigger activate.
Nice.
Oh, that was
Use the
really good.
pause.
Oh, the cheeky side
There we
switch.
go.
That was
Off the
actually hard
ground.
to tell.
Oh, he went for it. Not again. Not a bad time to throw it out. But hey, you didn't make it that time.
Yo, I'm
Demeech.
gonna take Demeech is gonna take the first game. I think they both have a similar timing on their, like a similar mentality on their uppercut. So maybe they both are like, I'd uppercut here, so they block, and it's like, yeah, wait, you're like me. So it's like it's a good place to uppercut, but they both have that similar place to put it. So they were just had a read both times.
Yeah. And not only big for Demeech, that's big for the dumpster divers. They're now down 5-4, clawing back after being down 4-0.
Yeah, they brought it back, like we said. Wow, he did a cheeky uppercut right there. you know,
Sweet. Let's go.
You know, both these characters have uppercuts and dive kicks. I just noticed because they were jumping and then doing the dive kicks, and I was like, I never actually noticed, but they kind of have a similar thing. Like you both mentioned, they're like these monsters, right? And they're aggressive. They got short limbs. Scary in the corner. Nah, these characters are kind of similar. Oh, clean V trigger activate with the low forward. Kali's so scary with this activation. Oh!
And that's going to do the round for Demeech, using that V trigger freeze.
Yes, perfect response.
Demeech is looking clean. That Daigo thing was true. Oh, shoot. Did you see how his medium kick was on the wrong side?
That was
How did
bizarre.
that happen? Well, Demeech is taking advantage of the weird situation. He's already pushed Dr. Zero to the corner.
It's got to be frustrating.
I respect all these. He used the meter and the V reversal just to push him out of the corner. The stomps and then the V reversal, I like it. And see, Nikali can liberally V reversal now because he can still get a trigger with the 2-bar one. Oh no, misconfirm on the low forward.
Yeah, get out of there. I like it.
Yeah, return to neutral. Oh, wow, they traded.
That's good. You know, challenge was ground pounds. He hasn't really challenged him much yet. He's just blocked. That's fine.
Nikali's got the V trigger. Oh, but the low forward didn't connect. Oh no, he dashed right under the V skill. Dr. Zero's gonna have to make a good comeback. Here we go. That's a good start. Oh, the throw
There, got
kill.
him.
All right. I feel like he jumped at the wrong time because I think like after he EX uppercuts, he gets like better Oki because when he's in V trigger, the dash goes way further. So he gets Oki off of it.
That's wild. The patience now. Game point here.
Demeech is actually super good at keeping pushing Dr. Zero to the corner. Look, he's always here, and it happens really fast.
Notice that, and he's been also a few times made more aggressive moves just to keep him in the corner, whether it's like trying to jump over his head. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that dive kick! That dive kick! This is gonna be it!
Oh my god, that was free! Look at that. What a round. Hell yes.
Brian F. and the dumpster divers pumping their guy up as they should be. It's tied 5-5. What a comeback early on.
Making a quick 2-0. Demeech is actually on fire right now. He's working at Kage. He's going in. He's like, you know what? My character is strong when I get in. I know how to get in. When you're in the corner, you're scared because you have to be. And see now he just always has the first hit. He's always pushing him into the corner. Let's see what's going on with Dr. Zero. He's gonna have to somehow fight back.
Yeah, you're right. He does seem to be just one step ahead at each time because there is back and forth, but he always seems to be having the advantage.
I think it might be maybe in Dr. Zero's favor to turn his dial. What was that? What happened?
Is that the poison overhead flip? I'm not sure.
Oh, we got throw loops. Oh no, we got throw loops. Just take the throw. Oh no, don't take the
Oh,
throw.
the overhead.
Oh no, time to guess. Oh, we went for the entry low.
Oh, respect it. Hey, you're up 2-0. You've got all the momentum. I respect it. But now it's got a comeback chance
Oh, they're
for
both in
Dr.
it.
Zero.
Let's got the feature activated. Oh, the whip
the
punish
ground.
with the B trigger B skill.
Austin, you heard that? He's dead. Into the microphone.
It is a party over there, and it should be. Their guy is killing it right now.
Reach is in the zone. Look at him go. He's flying. Ooh, throw loops mid-screen. Nice use of the EX stomps to just get out of the corner.
Yeah.
They're +2, so you might as well.
Got to do a bit more, though. Dr. Zero just has to make something else happen.
Wow.
That was another bizarre interaction.
Nice uppercut. Get the momentum. Oh, but Dimitri said, no, it's my momentum. It is mine. Stay this corner.
Meech working on the set. This would be it for him if he can win this.
Oh!
Let's go.
Oh, Meech
Let's go, Meech.
with the sweet. 3-0.
We're in the lead. Let's go.
Dumpster
Yeah,
Divers
take
on
the
top
lead on
6-5
that.
after being down 4-0.
Oh my god.
We
That
needed
was
that.
A turn.
That was amazing. Dimitri is on fire. On fire. Absolutely took the whole set. That was so clean. So in control.
Wow, that was wild. So apparently, if you want moves like D-Meech, you need to hang out in the EX Dojo Discord with Dr. African and those folks, because it looks like this is clearly a guy that's getting better. That was impressive.
Yeah, raising talent like that, Dimitri is, oh man, that was actually such a really good set. I love to see how he was just putting that work with that Kage. That was really cool. And Kage, come on. I don't know if you guys, I like Kage. I like him a lot. For you, who's that? Kage? All day.
Yeah, I agree. Kage is fun to watch, and probably one thing that disenchants people about Kage might just be Kage players, about how they'll kick your butt while explaining to you how terrible Kage is. So I feel like that's the only thing I really have against Kage. It's not having anything to do with the character itself. So it looks like we're going to have we're going to run the format video one more time for you guys while we figure out one quick thing. So enjoy this, and we'll be back in a couple. Hello everyone, Expanding Man here, commentator for Stream Team Battle, and I'm going to go over the Stream Team Battle format and point system. Stream Team Battle is a 5-on-5 team exhibition. Each team is led by a streamer, and the players are chosen from their community. The exhibition is split into 5 separate ranked divisions. Division 5 is Bronze to Silver. Division 4 is Super Silver to Super Gold. Division 3 is Ultra Gold to Ultra Platinum. Division 2 is Diamond to Master. And Division 1 is Grandmaster and above. These teams are comprised of one player from each of these 5 divisions. Divisions 5 through 2 are 1st to 3, while Division 1 is 1st to 5. Now with that covered, let's move on to the point system. The general point system of Stream Team Battle is simple. Each game of each set is worth 1 point, and the team with the most points at the end wins. But unlike a normal tournament, this continual point per game format means that a player can still contribute to their team's performance if they don't win their set. For example, if you lose your set 3-2, your team still earns 2 points. Additionally, if a player wins a round with a perfect, their team is granted an extra point. Lastly, if a player decides they would like to switch characters at any point in between games, they can spend one of their team's points to change their character. Now, there is one last thing. As you can see in the scorecard, there are icons of rams appearing next to the last 2 divisions. These are called glass rams. If one of the players in these divisions earns a 3-0 or 5-0 victory over their opponent, their ram will light up. This means that if their team is losing at the end of the exhibition, they're granted a last chance, randomly selected set in the critical division. The division that competes in the critical division set is decided by spinning a wheel containing all 5 divisions. To increase the stakes, the critical division set is a 1st to 5 worth 2 points per game. However, if the winning team also earned themselves a glass ram during the exhibition, the 2 rams collide and shatter into oblivion, nullifying the critical division set, and the exhibition is over. Additionally, a critical division set also occurs in the event of a tie, regardless of any glass rams earned. If the exhibition is still tied at the end of the critical division set, the 2 critical division opponents will play 1 additional game to decide which team wins the exhibition. With the caliber of players invited to Stream Team Battle increasing, we have instituted the Omega Division. Here, the coaches themselves partake in the action in an additional 1st to 5 set, turning the event into a 6-on-6 exhibition. The rules and point system stay the same, while the ability to earn a ram is moved up to Divisions 1 and Omega. We are very excited at the amount of potential in this format and are eager to see the teams that we can bring together. If you're interested in creating or joining a team, then take a moment to fill out the Stream Team Battle application in the description below or by typing !STB into the Stack Bradford Twitch chat. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the future. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed getting more familiar with the format and the point system of Stream Team Battle. But we are back, and we're about to get back into it. As apparently, Just Pokey was having issues with his Commodore 64, but I think it's all good now. He got it straightened out, so we're right back into it.
So we're gonna be seeing over here Nelbomb with the Balrog and Just Pokey on Barneff's team with Falk. This is gonna be a cool matchup. I actually don't think Falk does good against this though. I think Falk has trouble against Balrog, if I'm not mistaken. But I could be wrong. I
think that's accurate. You know, I was talking to Just Pokey a little bit the other day, and he said that Falk and Balrog is indeed a really bad matchup for Falk.
Yeah.
But he's hoping that Nell is not familiar with some of the trickery of Falk, and hoping that he can pull some things off, and maybe if he can get some cross-ups and things like that, that maybe he'll have a better chance. So we'll see what he can work out.
Yeah, Falk is one of those characters I feel like it's a lot of matchup unfamiliarity a lot of people have, because not a lot of people use her, so it's understandable. But he's but Nelbomb seems to be doing a good job. They're both seem to be doing good right now. This V-Trigger activate on Pokey side, running V-Trigger 1. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. I'm not sure what the right V-Trigger is for the situation, because like that, I was just going to say, he could turn punch the air fireballs, like give her a lot of pressure. Not turn punch, the V-skill, sorry.
Yeah. Nelbomb looking ready for everything. He said he's a regular at CASA and NLBC, so clearly he plays quite a bit.
And that Balrog, wow!
Whoa.
The Balrog corner pressure, not sure why they left Balrog the only character in the game that -1 after dash. I will complain about it till the day I die. Why? Why'd you get rid of him from Ed and Akuma and Seth? And then it's like, oh, Balrog! He's fine. I just like, what? No! Oh no! He didn't. He buffered it, but it actually hit him on block. He wasn't expecting it to.
Oh man, Just Pokey really not coming out ahead in any of these exchanges.
Yikes! Nelbomb is really. If you notice, Nelbomb has not moved back at all.
He hasn't had to do much, right?
Yeah, like the thing is, he hasn't like needed to walk back,
Yes.
so he's kind of just walked him down and hit him to the corner, and that's happened the last round too. He doesn't actually move back. I think he understands maybe he doesn't have to in the matchup. And see there, he just took it clean. He's just being patient. He's charging just with his down backs. He's not trying to walk in and out of anything that he's doing. He's just slowly walking him down. And he's like, I'll get in. I'll get in.
I thought that was a good time to walk up with a little bit of light pressure, knowing that Just Pokey needed to get some kind of comeback going, stuff it with the light, take the round, and the game.
We're going to have to see Just Pokey here do a little bit of adaptation here. He's gonna have to change something to not let Nelbomb be so comfortable, because Nelbomb looks so comfy, I'm not gonna lie.
He does. He's cruising.
Ooh, popped him with the fears. Dropped the counter hit, but got another crush counter. Now he's in the corner. This isn't good. Already? Drop it!
Caught the floor button. Okay. Got the whip there. There's a chance.
Oh, nice dash check. That was sick.
That was.
Now he got himself out of the corner. He's pushing him all the way to the corner. This way, dash. Oh no, this really turned the tide. And he took the round.
Oh, this is looking quick. Nelbomb commanding.
I mean, I respect it too, because Just Pokey was like, let me just take my offense. Let me do something cheeky. But then it cost him the whole round.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive, trying to keep him in the corner.
Okay, he can. Oh, but he can't even punish his anti-air attempt like Paul can do against most when she does the empty dive, right?
Okay, chance here. Or not. Keep the space.
I feel like Balrog just turned around right through the V skill. Oh my goodness, Red the uppercut.
Hey, you really do be like that, bro. Like,
Yo, sometimes
it's a bad matchup.
It is. We're seeing the bad matchup on full display. Just Pokey having a hard go of it.
That's unfortunate. And I
is.
don't know. It seems like Nelbomb is. I don't know about what he was saying earlier, but Nelbomb looks really comfortable in the matchup.
He does. I do know Nelbomb also had a pretty good set against Rob TV's dad recently and came out on top in that one.
Oh yeah, I had seen that.
So he's probably cruising off that still.
You know, that's something you would put on your mantle, right?
It is. It is. Just Pokey, I'm feeling for him right now. Pokey was so pumped for this. I was talking to him. He was about to come out of his shoes. He's so excited for this. And he's somebody that has improved so much. He went from gold to super diamond just last year. He's come up so much. He wanted to get, have a good competitive showing. So I'm really rooting for him to get something going here.
Yeah, it's still not over. There we go. Nice cross under, putting Nail Bomb into the corner. Is that a punish? Oh no, we got crush counter. Did you think with V shift and everything, it's hard to tell frame advantage, and that's what I like about it. But it was just unfortunate because it's hard to tell who's plus and who's not. What can I press here?
It was, and quote unquote unfortunate is half your life lead melted off.
For sure. And now he's
Crazy.
back into the other corner. Balrog is still going to take you corner to corner, so you're never not in the corner against Balrog if you get hit. There it is,
Yes,
a low
again.
confirm into the V trigger.
No
Gonna take the
bomb.
round.
Stick to the quick rise.
See if Brian
And
F
then,
has any
that
words.
walk forward medium kick you're doing to the shotgun blast, that's good. You need to be able to bulldog your way in.
Twice. Oh, that was a thankful save there. Going for some pressure. Nice counter hit conversion to push him to the corner. Control the spacing better here. Oh, but he was able to create space with the dash punch. Cheeky overhead.
react.
I feel like this V trigger is difficult for Falk to get anything off because Balrog can just chill pretty much. Wait
Yeah,
for a
it's-
jump and then turn. Right.
It's
Oh,
true. There we go, conversion. Let's go, Pokey. Okay, throw.
oh, he pressed and wake up.
What's up with it?
The pressure. What can Pokey do? Can he stay alive, or is this it?
Nice. The V shift was a good idea. It beats both options of like walk up, throw, and then button. I mean, dash straight he would do. It beats both. So if he can get, oh,
No. Okay, here we go.
okay,
Fight
he's alive. Oh, the stun and the unreactable, unreactable, unreactable.
That is
Yo,
such a tough one for just Pokey. Oh my gosh.
Nailbone took that clean. He definitely. That was difficult for him. I feel like when you get set up with a bad matchup, I feel bad. But Nailbomb, all the props in the world, to be honest. It wasn't just like bad matchup stuff. He knew what to do in the matchup. He just kept his cool. He was super comfortable. And honestly, it was a clean set because he was just calm, cool, and collected and took it.
Yeah, he was. You can see that comfort level. You can tell that he plays all the time in these weeklies and is simply just prepared all around. So excellent stuff to Nailbomb, and is now 8-6 in favor of the Z Warriors. We're going to take a little breather so you guys check out another trailer, and we'll be back in just a minute.
Showtime! Celtics! Heat! Tonight's matchup, Celtics versus Heat!
And we're back. We're here with a really amazing set here. I'm sure you're looking forward to it. We're here with Division 1 on the side of the Z Warriors. We're going to have the previous Capcom Cup champ himself, iDom, running his patented poison. And against that, we're going to have the Canadian legend himself, Brutus, running the Canadian Street Fighter character, Abigail. Let's go, Canada. Let's go. Sorry, bias. Anyway. I'm excited.
I'm all for it. It adds to the excitement. I'm excited for this matchup, and a zoner against, a grappler. It's such a fun archetype to watch, especially high-level players such as these, professionals such as these. I'm pumped for this.
It's gonna be a really great set. I don't even know how the matchup goes. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know, but I know these two play a lot. But I feel like it's usually like Lara Geeve because I know the matchup's pretty good for Geeve. Not gonna lie, but we're gonna see how this is going. Let's get into it. iDom versus Brutus.
Here we go. And I feel like, yeah, these type of matchups between pros, it's really a story that unfolds. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Like I said, I'm excited.
Yeah, it's always good to see people that play quite a bit because there's like deep levels of Yomi that go on and knowing how people play. So that stuff is always really fun because they have good reads on things and like things you don't see usually work. Oh wow, that was a really good up whip. It actually hit the flip. This is looking difficult for Abigail to get in, which isn't surprising considering it's poison as his opponent, but I didn't think it would be too much like this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was able to backdash out of it now because the nerf to EX heart rate only being +1.
You can see how just a little bit of patience goes such a long way. You can see iDom working the spacing.
Wow, the read on the jump with a nice reaction. Or EX whips. Oh,
Yeah, iDom's content to just jump back, keep the spacing. There you go.
wow, he can hit Abigail from so far because his jump is so slow that he can't even jump from that far away. That's really amazing. And but see, like poison in neutral is so dominant. Look how many buttons she's just sending, right? How many special moves, and it's difficult, right? Especially when you're a slow character, slow lumbering Abigail. There we go. That's what you need. Just the one read. Oh,
Exactly.
this
I
is
felt
really
like I feel like the armor move is what he needed to get in.
Yeah, like Abigail always has that threat against any zoner, right? But at the same time, it's like you also have to, like, while you can just send it, like, you want to be able to keep your meter because you waste your meter, right? You don't have that infinitely. So while it will work and it can work just suddenly, you have to have a read on it too. So.
Also, you see Brutus going with the V trigger 2 charge move. Do you think that's something specific to this matchup?
No, that's just the better V trigger. There's like no reason to use the other one. I haven't seen Abigail's even after the changes of the seasons even use V trigger 1.
Gotcha.
They just haven't used it in years. Same with poison, always running the same loadout. V trigger 2 V skill. Oh!
Yeah, here we go.
Okay, this is a scary situation. Guess what game? Brave jab. That was such a brave jab. I can't believe it worked out. I was gonna take the first game that way.
I'm not interested in Brutus offense.
I mean, he did not care. iDom's got the patented jab even without Lara. I thought it was just Lara he had the 2-frame jab with. Isn't that how that works?
The 2-frame jab indeed. Z Warrior is now up 9-6. Building that lead back up. You can see how important and how huge it was that Yeety got that 3 over Jay Dizzle earlier, because now that's the exact margin that we see.
Yeah, and we had another 3-0 from Nail Bomb for the Z Warriors, and then Demitch had a 3. There's a lot of 3-0s today, actually. The only one that wasn't was Yeety versus Rel.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, iDom is really good at being able to catch his jumps from far away. He always has the up whip ready, just at the perfect time. Oh, nice check on the B skill. We're gonna have to get him into the corner.
Ooh.
Abigail's corner control is outstanding. It's so hard to get around it. What? Good catch. iDom's looking good with his feature. Switch
iDom's
the corner.
turn. iDom's turn.
He's got full meter almost. Oh
his
my
turn.
goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's stunned.
iDom.
Poison is such a tough character to get around, especially when it's like an iDom caliber of player. It only makes it even harder.
It does. It just feels like an uphill battle all the way, and then get a little something going, and then you still end up losing it. Frustrating.
Oh, that was a really good check on the flip. Those are always a gap that you have to check. That's still punished.
Wow.
Very good by Brutus.
The recovery was long on that. I didn't expect that.
Ooh. Okay, he got a back throw because it was like a sudden thing there because he did a V-shift in the corner. So he did like a defensive throw.
Right.
Will that punish again? Yes, it will. I wonder if he can react. There's not time. Oh, that was a really good jump. Oh no, this really turned the tides where he V-shifted and jumped out of the corner. Now he's looking bad for Brutus suddenly.
Okay, now he's fighting his way out. Got a life lead and V-trigger.
Despite the life lead, it's actually looking bad for Brutus.
It is. iDom has full butter.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard to get in. You're going to be chipped and whittled on the way in, and then who knows? You could get one fierce super, it's over. So they kind of have the same health.
Yeah. And no good way to build meter right here, so he's basically got one armor move.
He was trying to get a read on when he wouldn't have the up whip, but it was wrong. Nice V reversal. You do not want to have to guess there like that.
Wow, I think that 3 forward steps he took is the most of the whole match so far.
Oh, it anti-aired even though he jumped.
There it is. Oh, okay, didn't get it.
That's okay. I don't know what he can do. Good flip to go in. I know they're just trying to press
Ready
it.
for
Oh,
it.
he was so ready. He's ready every time for those jumps, and he's got the EX bar to.
Too much.
anti-air.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Sea Warriors feeling it. Rightfully so. 10-6. What a lead they have going.
Bruce is gonna have to step it up. It's definitely so difficult. I'm not even gonna say, but he has to somehow find a way he can get his Abigail in. Poison is so good at keeping most characters out, and it's clear that Abigail's having a hard time. Like the only times he was getting in when he had the bar, but aside from that, it was been difficult. See there, he did a regular run trying to clip something maybe, but iDom was ready, jumped over it. Now he's in the corner. Perfect re-break to just get. Wow, the parry!
There we go.
These are things we need to see. He has to, I think, play more gutsy. It's definitely hard to call.
Yeah. But I agree. It needs to show, a little more risk taking, and you just have to get something going, right?
This is really difficult. I wonder how he's gonna somehow. Oh wow, that was weird that nothing hit anybody. That was a great conversion off the jabs. Get an Oki. Nice throw break. Doesn't want to lose here. Have a guess.
There you go. Got him with the plus frames.
Command grab.
Brutus.
The cheap jump fierce. Yes. Yes. The corner control by Abigail. Bruce is a king at this. Nice.
Let's go.
Oh,
There we go. Brutus.
Kick throw.
God, you gotta take so many risks to get that.
Needed that.
God.
Also,
that was good.
game point here for Brutus. This would be huge too, to also eliminate the possibility of the ram for iDom, because at this point they may be looking at a necessity of having Brian F sweep Zaferino to get a ram for themselves to stay alive. So he needs this game.
He definitely needs this game. I'm sure he can take it out. He's got her in the corner over here, and Bruce is amazing at this corner control with Abigail. I don't think she can convert from here. Nice check on the flip. iDom on point.
Melting that life, burning that life.
I mean, to move him after the V break, it's hard because you're -2 after it. Whoa! He slapped
Finishing
him
the
all
dynamite.
up. He did not want it.
Bottle, you gonna let him do that?
Oh, here we go. This is looking really bad for Brutus, but
Oh,
you're getting
no.
close.
Well, hey, he's got one more round to work with to try to get this game point, game 3 here.
He has to work on this. He has to work with this round that he already has. Hopefully, he can get this game. It's definitely super tough to get in on this character, especially when you're slow and lumbering. Your
Starting
jump
with-
arc isn't good.
He started with no meter, so he can't just come out with EX move.
You know, wow, I don't just. Oh no, and he switched the corner.
Hey, here we go. Parry that.
Good parry, good parry. Has a read on his strings here.
Ooh.
I think, you know what, Bruce's strategy here is actually good. Staying patient and just walking her down is actually probably the best thing.
I agree. I was kind of wondering if he could just bulldog her a bit more.
No, well, it's hard because, like,
Okay.
anything he throws out could just be clipped by her. Just look at her sending everything. So, if he has the bar, there's the threat that he could push her forward, but him walking her down is actually very smart. See, now he's here, right?
There we
Look,
go.
this is all you need. This is all you need. So, if he just stays patient, I don't think he should jump, honestly. Nice punch counter. This is gonna be big. Guess her game after this on her wake up.
Okay, iDom has super. There it is!
Nice! Goodness!
Nice.
What a fucking read.
Oh.
Brutus.
What a fucking read. Oh my god. I thought for sure he
Oh.
was gonna play that.
yeah. What a
I
time to
thought for
block.
sure. Holy shit.
That was
That
amazing.
was oh my gosh. And getting that ram
10-7,
possibility
10-7.
off for the Z Warriors, that was huge. Great play by Brutus. I mean, if that's the best thing he does in this set, that'd probably be pretty good, in my opinion.
That was pretty good, but no, he needs more. Ride the wave, ride the wave. He could definitely take this. His playing it slow like this. I agree. The jumping, I think, is just like maybe you have to do a bit less because iDom seems ready literally every single time, and Abigail can't even jump from far.
It's true. And if he's already thinking about the jump, then at least he's already thinking about the extra thing. So you may not even need to do that much.
iDom got a really good shimmy. Look at all this damage he got from it into the corner.
Tough round. Oh, he's going for the comeback, spinning the bar.
Okay, went for the cheeky throw. Oh, he tried to go for the read that he would press, but iDom didn't. I'm not sure if he was aware that he can check there, but Brutus went for the hard read and it didn't pay off. This is looking pretty good for iDom. But I'm not sure. Brutus can definitely... It's always hard to say because like the rounds always start really bad for Brutus because it's just the nature of the neutral here.
It's true. And against a professional like iDom, oftentimes if you feel like you have momentum, you really don't. There's really a lot of times not such a thing as momentum against a pro like him.
It really sucks when your character has to rely, even though while it's nice to have robbery things like your V-trigger, it really sucks that when you have to simply rely on it because then it's like you have to struggle until you can somehow fight it.
Here we go. Bury that cross up. Let's go. Let's go. Grand grab.
That's looking good. Big chunk of damage.
Brutus,
Oh, that jumping pierce. That jumping pierce.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's so cheap. It is
Got
so
it. Optimal. Let's go. Oh my god,
Wow.
what a
Jump.
dude. He knew. That jump's gonna fly.
Great play here by Brutus. This is really something. I'm enjoying this so much.
This is really a good set because honestly, it just seems like it's funny because it feels like David and Goliath, but you're cheering for Goliath. You know what I mean? Because you're like, get in Goliath, try your best.
Oh man. was that a confirm into that super?
Of course,
Oh,
I
gosh.
like to establish the early life lead because
In this matchup archetype, I think it's a great play.
for sure, and you reset back to full mid screen, so made a little more screen distance, so it allows the iDom to walk back more. Always has a read on the jumps, perfect timing on the whip. Back throws him to get more screen positioning. I like the dashes by Brutus because he was like, Adam's not gonna like us here. Every time.
It is jumping back, patience. Oh, okay, finally got clipped. That's
Difficult.
game 4, iDom, 3-1. 11-7 now on the scorecard.
This is looking difficult. This is
For
looking
the Z
difficult.
Warriors. Oh my gosh.
What's
There
really
you go.
cool too is like they're both keeping their composure in their
I
own
don't
way.
know. They are. You can tell they're both professionals. It's really fun to watch, and they're not, like you said, they're not getting rattled. They're just trying to figure it out. And obviously, one has an advantage clearly at the moment. But yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah, like iDom isn't getting frazzled when he got, you know, like jumped in on in the last round. He's like, I'm just gonna keep zoning and, you know, I'll check. So look at that, checking every flip there he's trying to force his way in, right? And then always being ready for the far jumps. And about Brutus, wow! Using the crouch fears to check the jump, keeping his pressure. iDom with a check. This is really good. He's keeping him in the corner. Whip!
Yes, there we go. Picking his spot to go for that move and confirm. Oh, the
that
defensive
punish?
back throw.
I wonder if that punished. Abigail's
Here we go.
Oh, big
All right.
damage. Oh! Oh, what? There's a lot going on right now, but it's a little bit of a scramble, but we've slowed back down. iDom's got a V-trigger. Bruce is back in.
You get points for perfects also? Is that true, guys?
Yeah, perfect
Yeah.
is worth an extra point.
Really?
So
Go
we're
for
looking
ball log
close.
rounds? Okay.
Oh, he needs to finish this off. He can't allow a comeback. That would be too much.
Steamroll
Too much for
around.
my heart to take.
Oh, one hit is all he needed!
Oh.
Yo, he flipped
Brutus.
right over the whip. Let's
I'm
go.
holding on to it.
In this matchup, there's like no way Brutus can get a perfect.
No. Yeah, I would probably agree with that, the way this looks.
Oh, wow! The
Busted
EX
it
one
out.
part from that close. It has armor. He's trying to kill the iDom, jumping out of this corner. He does not want to be here. He understands how it is.
Yep.
Unpunishable from there. Only -9. I don't think poison could punish. They didn't combo, but
Life lead.
iDom's looking strong here, though.
Gosh.
Turn the tables. Time to guess. Oh, Bruce said no way. No way, no way. Keeping
That's like
that
a, that's
corner.
a pickle to me.
Oh, the counter hit off of it. This is big.
The double dash.
Mickey! Oh, the dash check. Let's go, iDom. That was good. That was good. Kept his composure that whole time during the corner and found his moments. That was really, really well done. Now we're back to this neutral. Okay. Didn't have good timing on when he was going to throw a whip, unfortunately. Now Bruce is back into the corner, going for the
Here we
cheap
go.
X throw. Oh, he went for
Wow.
a parry, but he does not have the right read here.
Such a deflator when he has those moments, and then iDom's able to take it back like that.
Because he needs these steamrolls. Wow. He was still able to anti-air.
And the different jump distances and the different attacks can be so hard to anti-air, but iDom's ready.
It's hard to say. he needs a little bit more distance, but iDom doesn't let him use the flip to get that extra distance, right? He's always checking it, so it's hard for Abigail to get in through the whips and the low. Just jumped out like that. Always checking the flips with jab.
Oh, there we go.
Oh no, he tried to swat it, but it missed. Heart rate? Yep. Gear reversal, do not want that. Give me your bar.
What are his options?
Wow!
Full distance flip. No.
That could be it.
Oh, iDom.
Oh my, sir.
Taking
Sir.
game 5.
No way.
Good night.
That felt like Brutus's game. That actually felt like Brutus's game.
I agree, Miso.
iDom was just able to take it from him, just slipped right under him and he just stole it. I was like, oh, this is looking good. It's hard to watch matchups like this where it's like, oh no, they're just allowed to just. But I like how cool iDom is staying, and he's just like, you know, I can do this. I can just, you know. But it's also because it's working so effectively because of how good iDom is able to check everything that Bruce is doing. Any jump, any sudden flip, he's always stopping any approach. So it's making this game plan so effective.
Yeah, it really is. He's ready for all those movements, except for that one apparently.
Well, you know when you get
Brutus
punished.
champ.
Oh, really amazing V shift. A good conversion by Brutus to capitalize on his mistake, going for a command grab. Cheap jump fierce. He knows it's cheap. Nice check. Ooh, is that? Oh no, he didn't swat twice. Wasn't counter hit. And there we go. The button. I'm telling you, I'm spreading the propaganda. The button's cheap. Everybody needs to know that.
The kick anti or the crouch.
Everybody needs to know that button is super cheap.
They are, which makes it all the more impressive that iDom's been able to anti-air like that.
Wow, he did that to the flip. That wasn't a jump.
With punish.
Bruce is getting a bit more aggressive and desperate here, but oh no, the dash!
Ooh,
Oh,
the trade.
stunned!
Chop, what? Match out. No,
Oh
couldn't
no,
quite.
wasn't enough time. That won't kill. He's still good. He's got one other chance here. He's gonna give the trigger. He couldn't afford it. Couldn't afford to give the trigger.
Not a bad choice, but he got thrown. Set point for iDom. Looking to take a 6-point lead for the Z Warriors if he can win this game.
He's gonna try everything. He's gonna be so on point to take this game, get a second life, get another game of the set. Oh, that punish, perfect. This is just what he needs to get him into the corner, get the good damage. Time to guess. Oh,
Keep him in.
there's no. Oh, that was a really great gear reversal to just stall the pressure, get some distance. Oh, the sudden EX heal. See, like, even though we're closer to the corner, it's still a scary distance to be at. You want to get him a bit closer so you could stop him walking back and you could inch forward.
That stance is keeping him at bay.
Oh, the no rise that let iDom get out with the flip.
Yes, you got 50 seconds.
Oh, this is
So
difficult.
diff- oh gosh.
Okay, he's got the V trigger. This is a chance. Oh,
There we go.
he armored through it. This is it. Oh, the raid! He ran the V shift. Oh, no way!
Oh my
Brutus.
Wow.
Oh, it too.
Boys, I believe.
Let's go, buddy.
Wow. The
It
read on
makes
the
it at
V
least
shift?
5-3.
That was really good. Every point matters. Every point matters. And not just that. This is a whole new game. This is like a second life. iDom was really close to taking the final game of the set, but now we're at 4-2 instead of 5-1. That's a big difference here.
Such a swing. You're teetering on sheer destruction, and then you end up getting a point and climbing back a little bit. Huge.
He just has to play so solid, but he's doing it though, right? And he's got those reads on point, and they just, the payoff is gigantic.
It is. I think that's exactly it. He's had great reads, getting those parries, those armors, and it's been paying off.
Nice flip. He was able to get some distance plus frames. Now he has him right where he wants him.
Look at iDom just holding down back. We haven't seen this yet too much.
Was that an accident? A random sweep? I don't know if it was an accident. Okay, that was a good break to corner push. Oh, he tried to use the broken fears, but iDom was still able to anti-air. It was a little too close. Oh no, this is bad.
Well, work on meter for next round, maybe. Here we go. Went for it.
Oh, wait for the V shift, and you know what? It's hard there. It's definitely difficult. You lose the corner position. You're down such a life deficit. You just have to make something work. This is close. iDom's back up to match point here.
Yep.
Oh, there's a trade on that. That's looking scary. It's so tense. I'm actually so invested. I like.
M2. It's the emotions are high.
Oh,
Look at that,
really
the
good
double.
reaction. Here's the momentum starter. You're one command grab away from stun. Oh, no! Great work throw!
Perfect. He's dead.
That's enough damage?
Right?
Is
No, he
Abigail
might-
a
no, he's
tank?
dead. But-
Oh my
Brutus.
god.
Nice.
Got
Oh
him.
my god.
God, that was such good awareness. Brutus is definitely in this no meter, but
Wow. We're still at set point now for iDom, but
Right,
what a
but-
round.
See, again, the difference between 5-2 and 4-3 is huge. If Bruce can clutch this out again like last time. Oh my
is.
goodness.
It's
I want more
universe-
games. I want more games.
I don't want to see. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yes, the
Oh,
early
what?
super. That was out of his jump from so far, and it wasn't even the upper whip. It was the mid whip, and it still hit his jump.
What a time for it when you're on set point like this. Get that huge life lead.
It was very
is-
smart of him.
Mental damage.
Oh no! Oh, I don't make confirmed. That was a good jump. It seems like you can always jump out of that against Abigail because he's doing the early punch, assuming somebody will jump, and he's still jumping out of it. Back dash. Oh!
oh fuck.
That was
That now.
Rambo.
Oh, yeah, he has to get desperate. He has to.
Yeah.
Okay.
No!
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, this could be it. Oh, nice break! No! He's gonna continue! Dash in! Oh, wait! Oh my god!
God.
They're both one hit. Oh, the
Oh
pin!
my god.
I'm so scared. I saw the flip! Nice beautiful by iDom! Oh, and he was hit!
Patience. We're all got time.
Let's go.
Oh no! That was so
Let's go.
Gosh, Z Warriors filmed that one as they that was intense.
so good. That was so good. It was so tense at the last round there. Anybody could have taken it, and he had to make that hard read with the parry. He was just a little too early. Oh my goodness, it was so good by them both. What a great set. Oh my god.
That was crazy. That was crazy. I think we're gonna take a moment to catch our breath here. It's now 13-8 in favor of the Z Warriors. That's a 5-point lead, and this is next set is also a first to 5. So you can see how huge those points were that Brutus got. Those 2 points essentially keep the dumpster divers in the exhibition. They keep them in the conversation to possibly come back. We have one final set here in Stream Team Battle 6. It is Zaferino, the coach, going against the other coach, Brian F. Z Warriors against the dumpster divers. So we're now in the situation where the dumpster divers are down 5 points. So we have a few paths to come back for the dumpster divers. Brian F, he could get a 5-0 sweep, which would not only give him the ram, but also it would tie the score at 13, both of which would engage the critical division. If you can get a perfect in there somewhere, that would be monumental. So if Brian F gets a perfect anywhere in here, that's going to be huge. So we do have some paths of a comeback. It's tight, it's a narrow road, but there is a road.
Yeah, there's still a chance here. It's still anybody's game, even though it's looking way in the favor of the Z Warriors right now if you look at the score. But realistically, Brian F is strong enough of a player that it's possible for him to get perfects. That's just the name of the game. That's Street Fighter V. It can happen to anybody. So I'm excited to see how this will be, how this will play out. We're going to see, obviously, Zaferino's Patton Scott versus his Barog. I'm sure a matchup they're both really familiar with. So we're going to see a lot of back and forth between the two. It's going to be a really good set, and I'm pretty sure that Brian F could actually really take this back, like for real. He's that good. He's that good. He definitely could do it.
I totally agree. He's a decorated professional. He's unflappable. I mean, he knows the situation. Knowing the situation that he needs to establish a lead early on and stay aggressive. You know, he knows what needs to happen here. So I totally agree that I think it is in the cards. And here we go.
I do feel like we're going to see some aggression on Brian F's side, but we're gonna have to see this Sagat versus Balrog. It's gonna be a really, really good matchup. We're gonna see Zaferino versus Brian F. Round 1. Let's get it. So we're gonna see for sure a lot of fireballs being sent, and we're gonna see what is the V skill. Of course, he's using V skill 1. Oh, he's using trigger 2 though, which is good to see for Brian F. Oh, he tried to grab him after the turn punch. I'm surprised he wasn't in throw range after that. Zaferino establishing neutral dominance here with the fireball game. Nice punish there. Sagat's stand jab actually goes extremely far, so everybody being sad about every rush punch being -4. Sagat doesn't even care because that stand jab goes really far.
Picking great points to stick out those normals and keep the wall up.
Ooh, the big crush counter. This is going to be a really good turning point here. Oh! He got grabbed out of his shimmy. Maybe he pushed a button.
He must have, right? How do you get grabbed there?
I think, you know, so that's fine either way. Zaferino's going to take that round. Look at the distance. Look at the distance Sagat can punish. Ooh, the plus range for roundhouse.
And also, this round is huge. I mean, any point that Zaf gets for his team is a nail in the coffin. So if Zaf can get a point here, it's, you know, it's going to be monumental for the Z Warriors.
Yeah, because then Brian F not only has to win, he has to win flawlessly to be able to bring it back. Oh, is it looking good? Yeah, for Brian F right now. Nice feature activate, get some distance. The Tiger Cannon.
Punished. And a super conversion off the V-shift recovery. Wow.
This is good. He's going to reset back to neutral where he kind of has an advantage here. Let's see how Brian F's going to adapt to this.
He can activate too.
Right. Okay, that's really good that he was able to go away from the medium kick. Oh! They both just need a clean hit. Ah! Brian F has to be careful where he puts a rush. Oh no! He did the right over his head. Oh, he has to be so careful. Oh,
that's a point for the Z Warriors.
Okay, Brian F is gonna have to work his butt off here.
Yeah, 6-point lead. Yeah, so at this point, Brian F is going to need some combination of probably a 5-0 sweep from here on out and a perfect.
He's going to have to work extremely hard to take this for his team.
Not quite a eulogy, but excellent play from the Z Warriors overall so far, getting such a big lead and most likely taking this exhibition. But again, we'll see what Brian F can work. He is a professional. He's unflappable, as I said. We'll see what he can cook up.
Right, down but not out. You got to fight a little bit harder, but it's still anybody's game. It's just looking really, really rough for Brian F's team. Oh no, a misinput there. It's still a bad. This round is going totally in Zaferino's favor. He has complete control here, but Brian F is able to get this comeback here. V-shift on the overhead, but it didn't punish.
Okay, stay in the corner. Or get kicked in the head.
Wow! That was a sick conversion by Zaf. Wow, I like that. This is an uppercut? Ooh.
He just looks so ready for everything. He looks ready for Balrog. He doesn't look, I mean, he looks totally just prepared for everything.
His fireball placements have been very good because Balrog has a lot of things he can do in a sense to get around them, but he's doing them unpredictably enough, but still frequently enough that they're effective, but not something that Brian F can easily navigate through.
Yeah, it's true. He's not giving him those openings. Or establishing too much of a pattern that he can read.
Yo, he's going for sweeps a lot. I think maybe he's trying to... Oh, there we go. Like, using the V skill to go through them. That's one of them, an option he has, but Zav has been doing the fireball super good that he's not being able to do that. Nice empty jump to bait it.
Yeah, baited the anti-air, got the whiff.
Oh, he thought the instant override would kill, but it didn't. Okay, Brian F staying alive. He is staying alive here.
Trying to fight back, get a point. He has to play flawlessly from this point on, so he's doing what he has to do. A little momentum here.
I think they're both playing this well. I'm not sure if they need to change anything up right now. They're both doing very good. So we're going to see how things are going to change. See if Brian can take this game for his team, or if Zaf is just going to stay tried and true and keep him out and do Sagat things.
So
wow.
Far, that seems to be the case.
Ooh, going in. Wow,
Ooh.
he blocked that one. That was really good.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect an EX reversal there.
Wow, the
There we
big
go.
combo. Ah, is he gonna be able to? Oh, he went for a reset, I think. Oh no,
Thankfully,
the four
didn't
missed. Oh, this is really close. But even though, because Sagat does so much damage, if he gets
Oh,
a
God.
V-kick- oh my goodness.
The patience.
Oh
With
no.
Brian F getting on the board.
Okay, him and his team need this. They definitely need this. Just you need at least the game just to work with something, right? Get the early button, get the early lead, get the everything early. You want things early so you can feel like you have leeway, you can breathe more, get the first hit, get the first game, whatever. So we're gonna see how it's gonna play out. Zaf is so calm though. I like how he always plays his Sagat because he's so good at dominating things like that. But actually, Brian F got a clean. Oh my goodness!
He's working on that perfect too. Perfect he badly needs.
But that uppercut, he just stole it from him right there. He was on a good pace to get the perfect.
Still looking good for the round though. Well, in life bar terms at least. Not now.
Fireballs. He was getting clipped on the way in, getting his dash straights hit.
I love how every time they tune into our part, it's let's go.
Yeah, it's not that. Let's go.
The irony or the
Yeah,
coincidence.
I know. All right, Zaf establishing a good. Wow, the sweeps. These are good.
Okay, there we go.
No.
Missed a couple of conversions. Got that one.
Oh man.
Meterless.
Here we
Brian,
go.
that patience paid off. He was just waiting it out, taking his time, getting hit by fireballs. He was like, okay, it's chip damage. It's okay. I still have a life to work with. Oh, he was a bit too late on that. Oh.
Thought you were gonna get a perfect, homie.
You really thought.
They're aware that they can't give up a perfect.
That's actually a good idea. I think that's super hard against Sagat unless you really rush him down, right? But then
It
even
is.
in that sense, right? Like, let's say Sagat does like bust out an EX uppercut. If you block it, you still took chip damage, so it's not a perfect. So
It
there's
sounds
a
like-
lot to take into account of getting a perfect against Sagat.
It sounds like they're aware of that fork in the meta that you can't give up a perfect here. I think he knows. That's why he's
Right.
coming out probably with these even meterless, dragon punches.
Yeah, because like even still, if you blocked it, it's still like all this chip, and then there's so much to take into account. So of course it's Sagat, so like blocking a single fireball is just an inevitability. But unless you destroy him,
I mean, and the simple fact is, if Zaf can simply cause, force Brian F to block a dragon punch every round, he wins the exhibition. That's a simple fact. So he might be aware of that.
so here he's got his V-trigger active. Oh, he went for the cheeky overhead, but it's not gonna work out. Brian F with the reactions. Brian F with the reactions here.
All right.
That was his chance to make a comeback, but hey, he went a little too aggressive there, going for that overhead. Brian F was ready for that. Brian F is in it to win it. You can feel that by how he's playing. He's
He
really
is.
playing it well and trying to really navigate through all of Sagat's neutral. He's doing an amazing job of it.
I wonder if he has any path to navigate the perfect meta himself, knowing that Zaf knows that he can't get perfected, and that he might be going for some kind of random dragon punch. If he can potentially bait that, we'll see.
Yeah, you could technically jump, I suppose, but it would be,
Pretty tough,
in
right?
a very specific situation that would have to happen, and he would have to have the read that he would uppercut here, because obviously Zaf is very, very good. Oh, he baited the uppercut there, and it's going to take the round.
And I am getting the feeling that Zaf is almost just on defense, trying to run out the clock here. Potentially.
We'll have to see. He has like games to work with, obviously, but at the same time, you still want to create as big of a lead as possible, because if you win an extra game, then he doesn't need just one perfect, right? He would need
Exactly.
more than that, and that's obviously a daunting task. So
That's-
it's still
that's true.
important for Zaf to establish a lead and take the set regardless.
No, that's a great point, because if you can get it to that second perfect, that's like being up 2 goals instead of 1. It's huge.
Yeah, exactly. But Brian F here got Zaf for the corner, -1. You're a forfeit character, you got to hold the trade.
Ow, just standing there right in front of him.
Nice. Zaf turned the table around. He's got his V-trigger ready. Is that death? I think it's death. Sagat. Oh! What? He didn't actually go for it. Okay.
Oh,
This
the
looks
tech off the walk up.
He's really good at keeping this corner. Brian F doesn't have many options here. Maybe doesn't want to spend any meter. Doesn't have to. Ooh, got checked with a long stand jab.
There we go. Game point here in game 4.
It'd be big for Zaf to get this round. It would be really big for him to get this round.
It would be basically lights out, as if it already isn't.
Ooh, going for the cheeky low, catching him with it. Even though it's slow, it's really it's kind of difficult. It hits a lot. Oh wow, that was amazing on the neutral shot that he caught it with the upper. Ooh.
Get off.
Does not want to deal with that. Oh, that's really unsafe. That's really unsafe. Oh, the overhead reset. Oh, time to guess. Nice blocks. Good defense on Zaf's part. Gonna activate here. Get some space.
So hard to punish that whiff on the high kick.
I find it's also really hard to tell with some tiger knees if they're plus or not. Oh, that's a good buffer. Let's go, Brian F. That was sick.
That
He's gonna
was.
take that game from Zaf.
Look at the ability of
Alrighty.
Sagat to walk up so much. It's kind of surprising from a character of his archetype. You know, maybe the Sagat character is not too bad.
Right. So he's definitely in a commanding lead right now, 3 wins to 1, but he's gonna need more than just a win, unfortunately. But we're still seeing Brian F doing amazing here. That was actually probably one of the first jumps he's done of the entire set, I think.
I don't blame him. Because then you can kind of check, is Zaf autopiloting at all, you know, knowing that he's in this huge advantage position? But clearly he's not.
Oh wow, that was a weird situation, and they both were clearly like, what happened? They didn't know where to press. Both whiffing their specials. Ooh, the rush punch in. Wow, he went for really cheeky stuff there. Okay, that was a perfect view reversal. Get the offense going. Oh, but Zaf checked it. Wow, the turn punch going straight through the tiger shot, keeping him in the corner. The offensive view reversal again. I don't need my trigger. Stay where you are. Oh, but
Whoa.
the really good EX shot.
He get hit by the back hitbox of the fireball? Oh, there you go.
Oh, crush counter. No, he just said then he jumped. It looked weird. In case he back rised, it would have looked extremely janky, and he probably wouldn't know what side he would land.
Perfect, already off the table. Excellent play there by Zaf to establish that.
He's slowly working his way to the corner. Amazing reaction there with the V skill. Already pushes out to the corner. He's only sent like 2 buttons. Zaf fighting his way out. He's just slowly gonna push him back. Wow, he actually thought he might have uppercut there after the forward medium kick.
Walk up and block.
I feel like this is difficult for Balrog because he has to be really wary of his rush punches, not just because, oh, that was great. It was a counter hit, so he noticed that and got all this damage from it. But he has to notice a lot with his rush punches because he'll get clipped by fireballs, but also if he just doesn't space them properly, they're just punishable by Sagat when he has bar.
Yeah, absolutely. You can tell Zaf just content to play defense here. He's got a round. He doesn't necessarily need to win this round.
Oh, the Kara? Oh, gonna put him into the corner.
The standoff.
It's slow, yeah. They're like, what are you gonna do? Okay, they're both waiting for something. I see Brian F was waiting to V-reversal, get some distance here. He doesn't want to take any of this pressure.
Oh, he does. There we go. Brian F staying alive. Keeping it to where he only will need 1 more perfect here at some point. 2 would be insurmountable.
Oh, wow. Did he really whiff punish that?
Oh, he's in there. Oh.
Oh. Yo, he's keeping the finger
we go.
going. Okay, how is it gonna work? Is he gonna uppercut? Oh, he thought about it! They already knew! See, that's the problem. You have to be aware. You jump and debate it. I really like how they have to play around this perfect meta. It's actually going around. He was like, oh, that's so good.
It was the time. I don't blame him, but he was trying to bait that DP. Oh my gosh. It's so much fun to see the Stream Team Battle meta factor into the gameplay.
Yeah, it seems that they're both aware of it, and then that's so difficult for Brian F, but I'm actually really kind of rooting for him to get one, just to see how he pulls it off.
I know.
Oh, that'll be it. Oh my god, now you need 2 perfect. There's no... Zaf is going to establish this bigger lead. Oh, that was such a good match.
Where you go now?
Oh my gosh, that, like you said, you know, Zaf needed to keep pressing, try to get another game, and he did. Now it's basically it for the Z Warriors. Congrats to them.
I mean, I think it was just unfortunate for Brian F to go against Sagat, like to attempt to get a perfect, right? There's so much to take into account, playing Balrog especially, right? There is a lot. It was so difficult.
Yeah, it is. And it came down to that, gosh, baiting that DP, jumping over, and it just wasn't there. But I mean, it was the right play.
It was the right play, but that's what's so difficult was that he had to think about it if he did it.
There you go. Zaf just knows this is basically in the bag. I'm sure he's still playing though, don't get me wrong. I don't think he's, you know, autopiloting too hard.
No, they're def both playing as they were.
Yeah.
But I really like to see how they were both like going around the perfect. I think that was so cool, those whole games.
It was.
I like how Brian F's also using V-Shift here. He's actually getting, like, he's using it in places that it seems offensive, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that didn't kill. Wow. That was the trickiest thing I've ever seen in my life. First of all, Balrog's dash is crazy after throw to react to, and then it was like dash into instant overhead. Yikes. Oh, what? Was that really a safe Tiger knee?
Well, safe or not, it's getting the perfect off the table. But it must have been.
Damn, look at him going in with these overheads, these resets, this pressure. What? Wow. I think he actually tried to shimmy there. It just didn't work out. With a crush, turn punch. Ooh, the corner carry on Balrog is ridiculous.
That
How
is.
Ready here.
That's such a cool conversion. Depending on your perspective.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit by it, but. Watch it. Well, it's not me. Go
Let
ahead.
him walk up and keep that space closed.
Oh, confirms. They're going for the throw. Go to the corner.
I didn't want to do that, Jack.
Okay. Game, Brian F.
Game.
So that is now 4-2. So one more, another win by Brian F. will close this out. But at this point, it's got to be a double perfect. It has to be the win and the double perfect.
But yeah, that's very true. But in a weird sense, there's he could play around. I mean, it's like improbable, but you know, there's weird plays around this.
Yeah.
Oh,
There we go.
how he's playing. Like, I think he's doing so good, right? Like, Brian F's actually doing so good avoiding like little chip because he knows he needs something, right? So him being ready for them, the tiger shots, going in. Ooh, he's doing so good.
He really is. He's still putting on an excellent display. It's super fun to watch.
Yeah,
And oddly, Brian F would be better off letting this round go. Oh, yeah, it's actually necessary. If he wins this round, he's sealing his own fate. I mean, in the moment, it's so difficult to understand that.
Yeah, and like you don't want to like just throw games because at the end of the day, you're still just trying to play Street Fighter, and he's still playing against Daph, and you still want to show him that you know what I mean. Like I can beat you, right? Because at the end of the day, he's still beating Zaf in a real set, right? He had to also play around certain mechanics, and Zaf was able to chill in a certain way. But I respect that they're two competitors at heart, right? Both of them are very passionate about this, so I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, definitely. And they're still putting on a good show for all of us here. We appreciate it.
Brian F has been playing so amazingly, honestly. I think he's been putting on quite a show, working around all this, and then like especially because Zaf is such a good player that it's really cool to see him like doing so well fighting against the Sagat under these circumstances.
Oh, absolutely, I agree. Yeah, he's navigating those fireballs, navigating all of the space control tools that Sagat has.
And the thing is, Zaf also did amazing where it counted. The very first game, he was so on point, and then he knew if he established that early one game, there was a lot less on his shoulders, right? Oh! Is he gonna be able to kill? Oh!
The EX.
Tiger uppercuts! Yo, those always look so... Especially when Sagat has the V skill active, and then he does the uppercut. It's so powerful when you get hit by it. It's like, ooh! That hurts.
You can feel it.
Yeah, like they did a really good job designing tiger uppercuts to be like, ow, why did I get hit by this? Wow, these overheads, they're so close. Second, third reset.
Goodness.
Third reset. Oh, he was going. He knows. He was trying to go for a perfect anyway. He wanted to prove
Oh,
it.
Jimmy. Didn't bite.
There we go. He's trying to still push him to the corner. When Brian turns up the aggression, he really turns it up, and it's so clean looking because it's like just Balrog when he's aggressive. It just looks good visually.
Absolutely. And you can't see the gaps. What are you supposed to do?
Great check there. Gonna put him in the corner. Wow! Oh, he was only one shimmy away. He's gonna throw it.
Got him.
Oh, I would have got shimmy too. I thought he was gonna throw it for sure. That tricky movement. No, so with that, you know, even though it's still gonna end in a 15-3 to the Z Warriors, good shot to Brian F. Actually, good stuff right there. Taking it over Zap.
That was.
Yeah, hold that.
Yeah, that was great
Yeah.
stuff. And also
hold
just an
that,
excellent display of Street Fighter. You know, that's the point of this. We want to see high-level play, see guys go at it. That was super fun.
That was really good. Good stuff to both Zap and Brian F. That was amazing. And thank everybody on the team. Everybody put in that work. All of you put in that work, and it makes a difference in the end. Every game counts, and it made such a great show.
Oh,
Yeah, it
oh my
absolutely did.
gosh, you guys. Was that the craziest one yet, or what?
They keep getting crazier.
You guys can't see
Pretty
me back
close.
there because I'm like behind the scenes, but I was up like this the whole time. Oh my god, this is wild. Hey, I want to thank this. As you guys might have heard, this is the last one of the season. This is number 6 and gonna be the last one of the season. But we're gonna come back stronger than ever for season 2. This is just the beginning. I want to thank everyone who's participated, all the coaches who decided to put some teams together, because I know this is like a startup thing, so people had to didn't know what they were getting into. But it's turned out really well, and I want to thank everybody. And Andy and Misa, I want to thank you guys a lot for making the events even better than they are. So I appreciate you guys a lot.
Of course.
Appreciate it, Stack. It's been super fun. And yeah, thanks to everybody that's supporting, donating into the pots, showing up in the stream, and giving all the support. It is wonderful.
Now we're going to go through with the little special credits. I want to say thank you again to everyone who participated. This is another thank you to you guys. So we will see you guys very soon. See you guys.